The Seattle Seahawks finally got off the schneid Sunday at home. They lost their first 2 games, finally go home, get a big win over the Dallas Cowboys. A big part of that win, Mike, was safety Earl Thomas, the last remaining member of the Legion of Boom. It's now just the B because everyone else is gone.
Yeah.
But Earl Thomas comes up with 2 interceptions on the day, and perhaps more importantly, he played after what he said he wasn't doing during the week.
He didn't practice 2 days during the week.
Yeah.
His choice.
Yes, he just chose not to practice.
Not to practice. And this was his quote. Remember the turmoil here is he didn't feel he's not getting an offer from Seattle and told them to trade him. They haven't traded him. So he showed up to make his money this year and to play. And he didn't practice a couple times last week. And he said this, I need to make sure my body is 100. I'm invested in myself. If they were invested in me, I'd be out there practicing. That is really, I mean, for a guy to come out and say that publicly, to say, you know what, they had their chance to invest in me. They haven't. I'm looking ahead to my future. I need to be invested in myself. If I don't feel right for practice, I'm not practicing.
As a teammate, how do you think that goes over?
I mean, here's the thing, and this is where I have to really shift old school to more new school.
Correct.
Now, there are some things where old school still holds. And the old school thought process had been always this. If you're holding out about your money, not going to talk about your money.
Correct.
You do what you got to do.
Le'Veon Bell situation.
Right. And if that and you saw how that's kind of gone now. But for the most part, if you're holding out for your money, do what you got to do. I'm not getting involved with you and your money. Once you come into the locker room, for whatever reason, you've now come into the locker room, like Earl Thomas said, then it's over. Then it's all about the team. Then everything is about the team. Whatever you're doing outside the locker room is your business. Now you're inside. Now it's all of our business. So I could see a few heads turning the wrong way saying, well, wait a minute. You're in. You don't like what they've done. You're in here. Now it's all for one for all, but you're still saying, no, I'm not going to practice. I'm just saying that's a different thought process. I don't know if maybe the teammates are saying, hey, we get it, especially when you come out there and you get 2 interceptions and you're still playing well. But it's a different mentality than it was.
Especially in a defensive backfield, which is such a cohesive unit. Really, outside of an offensive line, you could make the argument that the defensive backfield, they have to – I mean, we've seen the Seattle Seahawks have this issue before where they've sort of fought with each other about, I thought you were doing this and you were doing that. If you're not on the field for that, you could have some real issues about, okay, when this coverage comes here – wait a minute, you're not here to practice this with me. How are we going to get this down? Yeah,
you're the one choosing to stay off the field because, as he said, the team is not invested in me. I'm invested in myself. So it would get a different look from me because I wouldn't have been used to that. Now, I don't know, the players today, maybe, as I said, the thought process might be changed, but that's how it had been. And I still think, for the most part, that's how it is. Off the field, hold out, your business, your money. Cross that line, walk into the locker room now, it's, hey, all for one for all. Everything is about the team.
How do you think it plays with the coaches and the front office? Where
here's
he's basically saying, guys, you have to play me. I'm your best option. I'm going to do whatever I want.
And you know what? This is where the team has to make a decision and management. You have now, you can draw the line or you can say, yeah, well, okay, he can get away with it. We're going to play him. A guy like me could never get away with something. I wouldn't think about that, but I was never in a position to even try to think about that. I had never had any leverage or power. And Earl Thomas believes he does. And you know what? The team backed that up by still playing him because they could easily, if someone like me did that, who, again, wouldn't, be like, see ya. You know, you're sitting for the game. We're not even going to activate you for the game, whatever. But they basically said, okay, we may not be happy with it. We may fine you, but you're going to play.
Listen, they needed a win. I mean, they were 0-2. So, I mean, the coaching staff can say all they want. If they don't get wins.
Think it'll be traded?
You know, I don't know. They keep saying they want a ton for him. There used to never be any trades around the NFL trade deadline. In the recent 4 or 5 years, we've seen a lot. I think he might be, but I think he just wants to go to one place. The question is that's going to fix the Cowboys' problems? I mean, the defense actually played okay. Cowboys need receivers.
Yeah, they do.
Cowboys need a quarterback to throw for 200-plus yards in a game. Cowboys need to get some consistency on offense. I'm not sure getting Earl Thomas helps any of their big problems.